Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Learn How to Generate Stuff. Today we're going to be mixing live action footage and... Today we're going to be mixing live action footage and... Today we're going to be mixing live action footage and VFX generated in Runway. Let's get into it. So generating your own visual effects is actually a really good way to kind of blend traditional filmmaking and AI generation. For example, if you wanted to generate your own VFX plates, you can do that with image to video, and then you treat those generated assets like any other visual effects asset that you have at your disposal, whether it's from Action VFX or stock footage websites, or even shooting stuff practically. It all kind of ends up being an asset, but that asset can be generated. And personally, for me, what I've found very fun is kind of blending traditional filmmaking techniques and visual effects together using AI as kind of an intermediate layer. So I'm going to show you guys today how I made that effect at the beginning of the video, but the same concept will apply to pretty much anything that you're going to do involving live action and VFX AI mergers. Does that make sense? Made sense to me. Hope it makes sense to you. Let's jump in. So big news, Runway now supports third-party models, and today we're going to be utilizing the Kling video model inside of Runway using keyframes, telling the model what the start frame and the end frame of the video should be. So step number one, very easy, plan for the VFX shot before you go and shoot. So in my case, I knew I was going to do a gross tentacle removal from my mouth, so I did my little acting bit, paused for a moment with my fingers in my mouth, then kind of faked the gag and acted it out for real, and then paused briefly at the very end position before picking the gag back up again. So looking at my raw footage, my start frame will be here, and my end frame will be here. Which brings us to step two, creating the transition. Export your start and end frame from your video and head over to Runway, and in a new video session, choose Kling 3 Pro as the video model or Kling 2.5 Turbo if you want to spend less credits. And then upload the start and end frames into the UI, and then we're going to add our prompt. For me, it was the man pulls a slimy purple octopus tentacle out of his mouth and it's gross, static camera. Transition between the frames smoothly and seamlessly in real-time speed. Now, your prompt for your project is obviously going to be very different than mine, unless you're also doing a tentacle gag, which, cool, then this works out for you. But if not, you're going to add the prompt that works for you. But personally, I find that telling the model to actually transition seamlessly between the frames with fluid real-time speed, something along those lines, actually really tends to help the model perform a little bit better. So you should try that as well. And then step three, generate the transition. Hit the generate button and then wait for your creation to finish. You may want to run a few generations so that you have multiple takes to choose from when you're editing. Just like on a real film set with real actors and real cameras and real directors, they'll often do multiple takes of a scene until the director feels like it is just right, like everything went according to plan. AI is no different. Generating multiple times is essentially the same thing as doing multiple takes of the same scene. You are the director in this case, so you get to curate which one works the best, and if it's not working, you can change the prompt. Very simple. Which brings us to step four, which is integrating the AI VFX into your edit. The most important steps here will be number one, time remapping. If your output is slightly slower than real-time speed, you should speed it up a bit. In After Effects, if you right-click and choose time remapping, or in Premiere, right-click and choose speed, duration, and then make adjustments accordingly. Number two, color correction changes. Sometimes AI models will slightly change the color of the generated portion. So just add a Lumetri color on the AI layer and adjust the colors of the clip so that they match. And once it's close enough, we can add an adjustment layer above all of the clips with some additional color grading on everything so that it blends together a little bit better. Number three, audio and or sound design. The reason I acted out the tentacle pull is because I knew that I wanted to keep the same audio palette from start to finish. If you don't do this, or your project is a bit different, you'll need to sound design your transition to match what comes before it and after it. Pro tip, just shoot some nat sound, like 30 seconds of silence in the room or the space that you're shooting in. That will go a long way because you can layer that nat sound underneath all of the added sound design, and it's going to make everything blend together a little bit nicer. And finally, number four, adding any additional effects or elements into your scene to really make it stand out. This step isn't always 100% necessary, but it will make things look better for sure. Dealer's choice, you can do whatever you want here. Now, isn't this fun? Blending live action and AI VFX together in a way that just makes you want to drop a comment on this video, a thumbs up, or a subscribe if you're new. It really makes you want to do that, huh? So now you have all the information you need to start blending your live action creations together with AI generated visual effects. You don't necessarily have to do the start and end frame mechanic. You could just do the start frame, for instance. or generating your own VFX on a green screen and then compositing it into a live action shot, or directly just compositing those VFX elements into a shot with some clever rotoscoping. The choices are yours. I'm giving you all the information that you need to succeed, and the only thing I ask in return is a little bit of love for the algorithm. If you actually liked this video, if you like me, you like my face, you like my haircut, you like the things that I'm telling you, I would love a subscribe on this channel. If you're new, drop a comment down below, let me know what you liked, what you want to see more of, and a thumbs up on this video helps the robots think that my content is worth watching. My name is Ian, this is Learn How to Generate Stuff, and I will see you in the next one.